everybody, and welcome to Everyday Manna. On today's program, we're going to be making two of my favorite dishes. We're going to be making chocolate zucchini bread, and we're going to be making oatmeal waffles with a whole wheat flour mixed with some all-purpose flour, and they're very healthy. The first thing I'm going to do, I bought two small zucchinis. I'm going to use the food processor. If you don't have a food processor and you want to use just the regular box grater, that's perfectly fine. But for time's sake, I'm going to use my food processor. And we're going to take a mixing bowl, and we're going to add 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of just canola oil is what I'm using. You could use vegetable oil, 3 eggs. You want to stir in the eggs. You want to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I'm going to set that aside. Then I need another bowl, and we're going to add 2 cups of all-purpose flour. To that, I want 1 teaspoon of baking powder. We want 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1/3 of a cup of cocoa powder. So you just want to take a whisk and stir those things together. Now we want to take our shredded zucchini and we want to add that to our wet ingredients. You want to stir that in. Then you want to incorporate your wet ingredients into your flour. And then stir. You're going to take 3/4 of a cup or so of just chopped walnuts. You could use pecans if you wanted to. I'm going to use walnuts today. And you just want to stir those into your mixture. Now, you want to use 2 baking dishes, the loaf pans. I'm going to spray these and then divide this between your pans. And then we want our oven preheated to 350, and this takes about an hour to bake. And now we are going to be making oatmeal waffles. We've got 1 cup of whole wheat flour, and we've got 1/2 of a cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and then I've got about 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and you just want to stir those together with our whisk. And then about 1 cup of the instant oatmeal. Now, in another bowl, you want to take 2 eggs, kind of beat those up just a little bit, and then add 1.5 cups of milk, and then about a teaspoon or so of vanilla. Then you want to take your dry ingredients, and you want to slowly incorporate your wet ingredients into your dry ingredients. All right, when you've got all that mixed together, we're going to add about 1/2 cup of just chopped pecans. Now, you could use walnuts if you like walnuts. You could use almonds. I just like pecans, so that's what I add to my batter. And just kind of fold those in. All right, now our batter has come together. Our waffle iron is hot. Just kind of stir it around, and then put your lid on there and let it go for just a couple of minutes. In the meantime, we are going to make a fruit salad. So we've got 1 orange. You cut out these beautiful little segments. And we're going to mix in some beautiful strawberries. So let's add a kiwi. And then just kind of stir that up a little bit. So there's our waffles. Let's put some warmed syrup on there, maybe a little butter. You could serve this with some fruit and whipped cream if you wanted. Our zucchini bread is done, and here it is, and it's chocolate zucchini bread, and it is so good. I hope that you'll try these and enjoy, and I'll see you next time on Everyday Manna.